Our most popular video was the problems with pontoon boats, and you guys blew up the comments and gave us a whole bunch more. So even though it's completely silly that a guy who sells pontoon boats for a living is going to make a second problems video, that's exactly what we're going to do. Stick around for more pontoon boat problems. Hi, I'm Sean, and welcome to Lens Cove Lessons in Boating. Pontoon boats are the largest segment of boats on the market, and we love them. However, you should go into any boat buying purchase with your eyes completely wide open. So today we're going to talk about a few more problems that are secondary to the first video we made on common pontoon boat problems. If you haven't seen that one yet, go check it out at this link here, and then come back and watch this video. Problem number one. Many pontoon boats are underpowered. Back for the last 3 decades, pontoon boats have been typically powered by smaller horsepower. The diameter of the pontoons are smaller, and they're not tri-toons. So the used boat market is full of underpowered pontoon boats. That's what you see when you go shopping for used pontoons. You don't tend to see 23, 25, 27 footers with 200, 250, 300 plus outboards. You see 20 and 22 foot with 40, 60, and 75 horsepower. And really, compared to the performance of today's pontoon, they really are underpowered and aren't that much fun. Problem number 2, unbalanced load. When you have older pontoons that aren't tri-toons and the diameter of the tubes are smaller, it is really easy to misbalance them. We see them all the time where they're really low in the back or really low in the front. And it's super easy if you're out in rough water and you have people loaded at the bow to swamp that boat and get a nice big wave coming over the front. Problem number 3, aluminum damages easily and they're hard to repair. So if you happen to impact something, a dock, a piling, or another boat hits you in the side where the aluminum is and the railings are, those things are not easy to repair. You can partially take out the dents, you can touch up the paint, but if you want it to look like new, the only real way to do it is to order a complete rail section from the boat manufacturer, if they still make them. So just beware that when you buy an older pontoon, if something happens to that railing, you probably aren't going to be able to find a proper replacement and may need to go to an aluminum fabrication place. Problem number 4, pontoon boats are long, and because of that, particularly when you have high horsepower on them and weight at the back, they tend to porpoise or bounce. That can be made worse or better with trim and how you load it. But if you are trying to go quickly across a lake and you hit a certain chop or wave, they will sometimes bounce along as the engine lifts the boat, but it's so long it doesn't have the power to keep it up, and it goes down and then back up, and it just essentially bounces along the lake. That doesn't cause any major damage, it's just uncomfortable and a little bit annoying. Problem number 5, aluminum, just like drives and stern drives and outboard engines, corrodes, particularly in saltwater environments. You'll find that if you are in a saltwater coastal region, you don't see near as many pontoons as you do fiberglass center consoles, bow riders, and other vessels. However, you will see them, and sometimes you'll see them, they look pretty rough because they will corrode very quickly. And if you do decide to take a pontoon to a saltwater environment, make sure it has anodes that are sacrificial to protect the aluminum. If you want to know more about anodes, check out this video here. Problem number 6, pontoon boats are large. We've had instances where people see them up out of the water on a trailer or on blocks and thought, wow, that boat's too big. You put them in the water and they're at the dock, it's not as intimidating. But take that to the level of trailering it. You have a large rectangular that's up on top of bunks, and it can make the package very tall. So some people feel very intimidated trailering them around. When you are traveling down the highway with a pontoon boat, you want to make sure everything is secure on board, the covers and bimini are folded up safely, and that it is well strapped down, because that's a lot of velocity of wind going underneath the deck. Do you have any more problems? If you've watched both of our videos and you still think we've missed some, please leave it in the comments below. Truth is, we love pontoon boats. We love what they do for you and your family and the time out in the water, yet every purchase decision should be made with knowing everything you can. Thanks for watching today's Lensco Lessons in Boating, and we'll see you out on the water.